Welcome to the Part Manager procedure for the PVA portal systems. Section 1. The Pathmaster database. To access Pathmaster, you will need to enter the Manual Mode menu from CycleStop. Click on the Manual Mode button. In Manual Mode, look for the tab labeled Pathmaster and click on it. At this time, the Pathmaster button is available. To access Pathmaster, click on the Pathmaster button. Choose between Open an existing project or Create a new project. For this example, we will choose Open an existing project. The Search for Project window becomes available, and now we choose the project that we will like to use for our part to be dispensed. In this example, we will use the Part Manager project. Double-click on the project. The project has two products already created, Top Model and Laser Check. We will use the programs to create our parts on a recipe in Part Manager. A project can have up to 30 programs to use for different products. Once the programs are completed, you will need to save the project on the database for Part Manager. To save the project on the database, click on File, Save for Part Manager. This will save the project and it will be ready to be used in the Part Manager section. Exit Pathmaster by clicking on File, Exit, and then exit Manual Mode by clicking on the Stop button. We are now ready to set up a recipe in Part Manager. If you have any questions on Pathmaster, please refer to our operating guide and look under the Pathmaster 4.1 section for information. Section 2. Introduction to Part Manager. Part Manager is an option of the PVA portal software that allows the user to create a recipe for different parts to any available dispense program created in the Pathmaster software. To access Part Manager, you will need to access the Setup mode from CycleStop by clicking on the Setup button in Portal. At this time, the program selection window becomes the Recipe Manager Access button. To access the settings for Part Manager, click on the Recipe Manager button. A window opens that includes all the options available in Part Manager to set up a recipe and a part. Before creating a recipe or part, the user needs to make sure that the path programs in Pathmaster are completed and that the project is saved in the Part Manager database as shown in the earlier part of this video. Section 3. Part Selection. A part is a product available to use in autocycle or manual mode as needed. The list of parts in a recipe is located on the Program Selection window. By clicking at the button, you will open the Part Selection window. From here, you can choose from a list of parts that were created on that particular recipe. By highlighting the part, it indicates that the part chosen is going to be used on the equipment. A drop-down menu is available by clicking on the down arrow button. The properties of the part are shown: the ID number, the part description, the location of the part image if available, a barcode number if the option is available, as not all equipment will have this, and a dispense program location. Once we have made a choice, click OK to confirm the selection. Section 4. Recipe Creation. The Recipe Manager allows the user to create a part for the designated recipe. A recipe is the grouping of parts that can be used by the Part Manager. Multiple recipes can be created, and each recipe can have multiple parts in it. To create a recipe, click on the New button to open the new recipe folder. For this example, we will call our recipe Video. Click on Create to save the new recipe, or click Cancel to abort the operation. Now we can use our newly created recipe. To open a recipe, click on the Open button to open the recipe folder. Choose the desired recipe and click Open. Cancel aborts the operation. The open recipe is shown, and it also shows the parts that are available. The Save As button allows the user to save the recipe under a desired name. If this is not necessary, click on Cancel. The OK button located on the lower left corner of the Recipe Manager saves the recipe by clicking on it. We have now created a new recipe. Section 5. Part Creation. To create a part, the user has to access the desired recipe first by going into the Recipe Manager window. Click on Open and choose the recipe that will need the part to be created on. Go to the Add button and click on it. Enter the desired part name. Click OK to continue or cancel to abort. Now the part is created and we can fill in the properties as necessary. Section 6. Part Properties. For our recently created part, we will fill in all the necessary properties. By highlighting and double-clicking on the property, it allows the user to edit its content. The part ID is automatically set by the Recipe Manager when a part is created, and it is the only property that cannot be changed. The part description is a brief description related to the part created that will describe the part or process. Click Done to continue or Cancel to abort. The Picture property allows the user to load a product image to the part created. Enter the file path, choose the image, hit Select, and then Done to continue or Cancel to abort. The Barcode property only applies to systems that have this function. It allows the user to enter the barcode that will be used in the program selection process. Click Done to continue or Cancel to abort. The Program property allows the user to choose the dispense program created in the Pathmaster project as shown earlier on this video. Attach it to the part that has been created for the dispense process. Click on the file path, choose the project that was set in Pathmaster, which is our part manager earlier created. Now choose the program that it's desired to be used. For this particular example, we will use the program called Top Model. Hit Select, and then Done to continue or Cancel to abort. All properties can be edited at any time. Click OK to confirm all your changes. Section 7. Using the Barcode function. For the next demonstration, your equipment will have to include the program selection function and a barcode reader provided by PVA. We will now demonstrate how to create a part by using the barcode reader in the equipment. Click on the Train button on the Recipe Manager window. Click on Train Part. At this time, the barcode reader begins to scan. Place your barcode to the scanning area of the barcode reader. If this operation or the barcode is not successfully scanned within 10 seconds, the process will time out. You can retry the process as necessary by clicking on the Train Part button. If successful, you will see the barcode on the train window. Now you can add your part name and fill in all the necessary properties. Click Add to continue or Cancel to abort. You can see now that the part ID is number 2 for our second part. We can add a part description. We can also add the part image. The barcode property is already filled in as we use the barcode. And now we're going to choose our program. For this example, our second program will be laser check. Hit select and then done to continue or cancel to abort. The second part has been created and you will click OK to confirm all the changes. Section 8. Other functions available. Other functions in the Recipe Manager window are to search for a part, to sort up and down, and to delete a part as needed. This concludes the Part Manager demonstration. For more information, please refer to your operating guide or visit us at www.pva.net.